Hey folks, Big Deano here again. This time taking a look at the SH Figuarts Golden Frieza from Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F or Dragon Ball Super, whatever you prefer. Oh boy, this guy was difficult to get a hold of. For whatever reason, Anime Island were taking forever to send him out. Finally got him now. I don't know whether it was Bluefin's fault or Anime Island's fault, whatever it is, but he's here now, so let's review him. So, you go over and stand over there, Frieza. Let's take a look at his packaging, shall we? You've got SH Figuarts Golden Frieza, spelt the English way. You get Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, again in English, and it is printed, as well as the Bluefin stuff down the bottom. So these are specifically for the Western market now. They're making different boxes for the Japanese and American stuff. Confirmed as well with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I got a second one with him, and it's got the American way of pronouncing his name without the O. But yeah, nice pixelated art on the side. Toy sticker, silver one for the American markets. Bluefin at the bottom, as I said before. Golden Frieza, on the top. Picture of him on the side. The blurb, top corner, some pictures of him. Again with weird rumb. I don't know what they were going with that, really. But yeah, I suppose he didn't have many phrases. Did our Frieza? But let's get into accessories, of which this guy is disappointingly lacking. Unfortunately, because he got a brand new sculpt, they kind of had to skimp on the accessories, whereas Goku was mostly a retool, so he got a lot more stuff with him to compensate. That seems to be how Tamashi's thinking about it anyway. That's his laughing face, which I really I love the way they've done it. It actually did look like that in the film, so I'm not going to say anything at all. His smirking face, again, looking quite good. And his grimace face, which the normal Frieza really should have came with. Having him smirking all the time really doesn't work out all that well. And finally, his yelling face, which is quite hilarious. It looks quite good, so yeah. Unfortunately, that's it in terms of heads. Hands are even worse. You get a pair of blast hands, a pair of fists that are on him, and a pointing / death beam hand, which is it. Actually, that's all he comes with. And knowing Frieza, they should have at least gave him a bloody stand, because I'm having to use his tail to prop him up there. That's why he's squatted down so much. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Let's see. I'm not even going to attempt to stand him normally, so there we go. He stands about 4.5 inches, which is a tiny bit taller than the normal Frieza. Apologies if my voice went a bit silent there. Yeah, so in terms of popping heads, dead easy. He's got the elongated peg that Frieza always seems to come with, for whatever reason. Let's see, what do we want to put on him? Let's put the smirking face, eh? Let's have cocky Frieza. That's always his downfall. Oh, that didn't actually go on. I'm always afraid of breaking the pegs when they're tight like that. There we go. And swap a hand, which is actually surprisingly easy to do. Not too much force needed for that. In fact, instead of popping that one off, let's do the normal thing, shall we? And actually put on his death beam hand. Substitute that for a death ball. But yeah, dead easy to do. He doesn't come with any interchangeable feet or tail. That's pretty much it. In terms of detail work, the gold on him is incredible. I mean, you can see just how much it shimmers there. Some of the reviews I've seen don't really do it justice, but the gold is incredible. Don't get me wrong, I am petrified of touching it in case it chips or flakes off like the purple and normal Frieza. But I haven't had any chips or scrapes or anything so far, so it seems a bit more durable than it was before. So props to Bandai for that. Also, they fixed the shoulders. Well, fixed as much as they can by making them an almost identical colour to the gold. You will notice the flesh tone, well, the purple flesh sort of exposed areas are all glossy. Bandai seems to be on a streak just now of, if it's supposed to have an aura around it, make it shiny. That's what they keep doing. Beerus is apparently quite shiny as well. And as you know, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta's hair is a metallic sort of shiny colour as well. So yeah, I don't know what they're doing with that. We'll see when they come, if it's any good or not. But yeah, in terms of articulation, his head can look up that far and can look down that far. Can swivel. The neck actually gets some movement compared to the real one, compared to the original, sorry. Just after reviewing Datong Frieza, I'm still thinking fakes. His arm can go up that high. It's got a dead bicep swivel. And double jointed elbow, which gets some nice range. You got the usual ball joints at the hand. The abs do crunch not bad. They crunch back quite far, but the way this is moulded, you get a big gap there, which is unfortunate. This piece does move to make way for more articulation. But yeah, the way they've moulded the stomach in general is just strange. It sort of dips in, meaning you really have to point him back at just that right angle so that this part doesn't show through, but it's also back enough that it actually looks as if he's standing straight, because if you put it normally, he dips. He dips down a bit. In terms of the hips, the hip issue on the original Frieza is completely fixed, because obviously this is a new mould. Pull down, as with most of them, get nice range there. Double jointed knee, and the feet swivel and hinge and all the rest of it. It's just a big ball joint. And finally you've got the tail, which swivels there, and it does hinge and swivel at this side. Although I am not going to tempt fate, because quite frankly the way they've designed this tail, which by the way is a new tail, the actual design of it looks the same, but the ball's different, the actual width of it is different, and it's using a metal pin, which is far too tight and means that it can barely move. And I've heard some horror stories of this snapping. So yeah, it's staying as it is. At least I've got the swivel. But yeah, while I have Datong Frieza here, let's do a quick comparison, shall we? And as you can see, Golden Frieza is actually... Come on, Frieza. Yeah, they stand about the same height. Golden Frieza is actually a bit taller, but normal Frieza is quite a bit bulkier than this one. It seems they've slimmed everything down, even the head is a lot slimmer, as you can see. Yeah, not one part is reused, I have checked. Even the tails are bigger, the feet are different. Yeah, so I can let them away with that, honestly. But he really should have came with a stand, because you can't stand him up at all. Let's see if I can get him into one final pose before we go. I'm not sure if I will be able to, but here goes everything anyway. Come on, please. Please do it for me. Come on. Come on, you can stay in that position. I know you look a bit weird. Just realised he wasn't in the centre of the frame, damn it. There, that'll have to do, folks. But yeah, I would probably recommend him, especially if you like the design. And he also goes quite well with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I think he's still quite cheap just now. Probably the turn off due to the lack of accessories. But anyway, I'll still recommend him. So until next time guys, I'll see you guys later.